morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you're watching. You're welcome to FTV, and this is Date Clinic. For today's episode, we'll be talking about love and dating. And in the studio, I have Candid with me. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, Candid, because people will be watching from around the world.
Good afternoon, Jerry. And good afternoon, everyone. Nice meeting you here in the studio.
Okay, nice one to have Candid in the studio. And for today's topic, like I said earlier, we're talking about dating and loving. And don't forget, I'm your host, Jerry Jamina, aka Dr. Yesuka. And we will. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Okay.
What is Doctor? Yes. What is yes?
Is the doctor in the studio? So.
Okay.
And we have Candid with us.
AKA Sharon Shakes.
AK, you have your own AK. You have your own AK.
I hope you don't really say my AKA, but my AKA is very pure. And
okay.
I think yours is not pure. And if you know what is Doctor
Yesuka,
you will know what I'm talking about.
Okay. But I'm Dr. Yesuka, the doctor on call for Date Clinic, and I have Candid here in the studio. She's more like a nurse, not a patient on the show. So she will be on the show as often as possible. You understand? So, but for today, we'll be talking about love and dating. And when you say love, let's start with love before we go dating.
Yeah.
When you say love, what comes to your mind?
When you say something like love, the word love is a strong thing. It's a feeling. It has to do with the mindset, the eyesight, your thinking. You know, when you see something you love, when you see something that is attractive to you, it gives you peace. Like somewhere you can find this your bosom, someone you can confide in, someone you can trust, someone you can share your everything with, someone you can't do without seeing the person's sight just for a minute. You know, when you're in love, it's like you're mad. It will make you do unbearable things. Like I could ask Jerry to jump for me.
Okay, like from my own words, yeah, love is an intense and deep affection for another person. Love also means to feel this intense affection for someone. So in other words, it's so intense and sometimes you can't control it.
And it's extreme.
Extreme.
Yes, love is extreme. You're going to do what you see yourself doing it, and you're asking yourself like, am I really doing this? Come off it. You keep doing it because you're in love. Yes.
Okay, so affection, like you said earlier, sights, thoughts. Okay, so in other words, you can see something and fall in love with the thing.
Yeah, it has to do with the glass first. That's the sight. Wow, this rose, like you're seeing a very beautiful hibiscus flower, a daisy flower. Like wow, because of the sight of it. That's how it has to do with human. When you see this tall, dark, cute, and dashing looking man.
Hope you're talking about me.
No, not you. I'm talking about love in total.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about your sight, like what you see. And in your imagination and your mindset and everything, you see like, wow, gosh, how can I talk to this person? How can I be close to this person? Like, how would I want to make this person my friend? Not just my friend, but something more. That's love. When you're in love, you don't just think of the little thing, you think of more, like you don't want to let go. So Jerry, what do you have to say?
Okay, for me, I think like you just said, love, it has to do with the sight, and I think most times you definitely see something you would want to fall in love with. That's true, but you made mention about the thoughts. Is it possible for you to hear someone's voice, or you listen to information about a particular person that arouses you?
Yeah, that's true. It's possible that
when you haven't met the person and you have not seen the person.
You can just fall in love with a voice. Like hearing the voice of someone it's sending a message to you yourself you don't understand, you know. And when you get that feeling, you'll be like, this is extraordinary, and it tends to bring out the feeling. That's where the love comes in.
So in other words, we can hear, we can listen to thoughts, we can feel And most times the eyes have to do a lot
with the brain.
in the
It's
brain.
also the brain. Because as you're saying, the brain is sending a signal with what you're saying.
So which signal? You should love this person, you should love this person. Okay, it's like we need to fall in love with this person.
Butterfly in my tummy seeing this handsome man.
I just hope you're talking to me.
No, not you. So, seriously, love is a beautiful thing. Yes, when you're in love, your heart is at peace. When you're in love, you don't think bad, you don't think evil. You know, when someone loves you, the person will always want the best for you. The person will always want to do what makes you happy. I want to put a smile on your face. So that's what I'm saying. If you're in love, I don't think your heart needs to worry. It's a sweet feeling, it's a good feeling, and you wouldn't want it to stop. That's why if someone breaks your heart, you want to kill yourself.
Okay, Candy, can I put you on the spot? Have you ever been in love? You've never. This one you're taking your face off the camera. You guys should ask her. It's like she's been in love before. You've been in love.
Let's not talk about it.
No. It's just a simple question. Have you been in love before?
Yes,
You've been
been in love, like once.
Once. Is it possible? Okay, go on. Let me not break you. And the feelings. What happened to the feelings?
It's a sweet feeling. Like this feeling is beautiful. It's natural. Because when you're in love, you don't force it. You see it coming out from the bosom of your heart, like it's just playing. You get? So when you're in love, whatever thing you're thinking for that your person is, what can I do to make this person happy? What can I do to make this person feel at rest, at peace? So yeah, when I was in love, I felt like I should be living all the time. Like even when
So you're saying you were in love, now you're no more in love.
I'm just neutral now. Yeah.
So is it possible for someone to fall in love for more than 2 times?
Yes, if you keep your heart focused, like you're going to give it a chance. It has to do with your heart. If this person says the person don't want to love you anymore, and you're having someone that is giving you this confidence that I will love you, I will make you feel at peace, I will make my heart a warm embrace for you. Sweetheart, if you give it a chance, and not just the person saying it and you're saying it obviously that this person is truly in love with you, I guess when the person is doing all those things, I swear you'll be forming hard to get, but I think you're in love somehow.
Okay, now we're talking about the transition from another love partner to a different love partner. So in between this transition, what kind of feeling do you think the person would have? Because initially you've been in love with some other person, and now you think the person is no more in love with you. You've seen a new affection. So what's that transition line? Well, how does it feel?
Okay, that's why I use the word again.
Okay.
Yeah, I love you. I know within my
You
heart.
love me. I know you love me.
Leave that. Okay, I know within my heart that I love you, but because of what has happened to me before,
In the past.
because of my experience, I wouldn't want to show it out to you. Neither do I want to get you hurt, but I won't be myself. You won't see the best out of me. I'll just be getting the best out of you and be using that to love you more.
So in other words, you're saying the transition phase would make you reduce the affection you think you're supposed to give to that
The person
person.
is not going to see that green light, but within you,
You know there's a green light. And when you see the person pouring out all his affection to you,
because he wants you to be convinced.
okay, he wants to convince you,
Yes.
and you're trying to be on the safe side.
Yes, you have to show disclosure so your heart don't get shattered anyhow. Let don't be like you don't give it a chance at all. So you just have to be careful. If you're me, I think you should buy my idea.
So the transition phase now would reduce the affection. That's one. Then now,
Once beaten,
Twice.
twice shy.
no, twice beating, once shy. You understand? Twice beating, once shy. But where I'm going is definitely if you've been beaten twice, you would only be shy once. You can't be shy twice, because the feeling of it is either it's the first time you were shy or the second time, that's when you would be shy. So, but where I'm going is, what do you tend to get after you know you cannot give 100% to this new person that is trying to give you 100%
What you tend to get is
security.
you just want the person to even go to the extreme of wanting to take his life for you. Yes, that is enough to show that you love me.
To take his life,
Yes,
that's extreme
very, very extreme.
and intense.
When we started this, what did I say? Love is extreme. Because it's not easy to love. It's not easy to love because you're going to give out your all. Do you know what it means by giving out your all? Yeah, you do everything. You can't breathe without that person. You can't eat without that person. You're not living without that person until you.
So this words you're just saying now, you can't breathe. It's more of on one side.
No, love is supposed to be two sides.
That's what I'm saying. It needs to be reciprocated.
It depends on the person you meet and the person you're loving.
Okay, now now we're talking about you were once in love, heartbroken, and now you're transiting to another, and now you're still trying to be cautious of what you give out.
Yeah, you can't just give your heart like that. Though.
So
That is very fragile.
now, how do you know if the person that's trying to be affectionate to you has been in the same situation
Because
and the affection is given to you that looks like 100% is 50% to him? How would you know that?
yes, that's why you decide to do his own thing. I'm different, you're different. The way you take things and the way I take things is not the same. The way you receive whatever thing that is thrown at you and the way I receive
We
it,
definitely
not
act
be the
different.
same. So I might not feel like that person. I might not just after leaving this relationship I want to like swing into another relationship.
one.
I see myself swinging up and full. No, I'll be swinging and having a tiptoe down the ground so I don't get to fall down. Do you understand?
That's true. That's true.
So
You
I
really need to be cautious. You really need to be cautious.
That makes you to live longer. So you don't tend to see yourself like you're not a lovable person, or no one is going to love you, or no one is making you feel the way you want. Do you understand? And it's very, very rare to see people make you feel the way you really want. So when you see those people that give you that energy you want, sweetheart, stay with them. Don't leave them. What would I say? Don't leave them. Stay with them. Stick to them. Because if you lose them, they are treasures. You can never have them back again. Unless you're lucky.
Okay, for today's topic, we're talking about love and dating, and we've done a little on love. I know we still have a lot to talk about because as the show goes on, we'll talk about types of love, but let's just hold on, we'll get there. Now, let's go into dating. We have had a little about love. And the word dating, what comes into your mind? Or what does it signal when you hear dating?
I would say dating is friendship. Sometimes it's serious, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you could be playing. Yes.
Okay, you guys could be playing it while dating.
Yes. Dating is not something you should take seriously. Yes.
Wait. I'm coming.
I
I'm
won't
coming.
sit down on that.
I'm coming.
Dating.
I'm coming. You say dating is something you should not take seriously.
Sometimes it's serious, sometimes it's not serious. Sometimes it seems like the person is playing with your feelings.
So they are different. Now we're already jumping into types of dating.
Nah, I'm just trying to tell you what dating ought to look like. That's what it looks like. When you say I'm dating someone, you can date.
So if you say dating sometimes is not serious, that means you should not date who you love.
Dating is the beginning of finding a loved one or starting a relationship. Dating is a step. It's like a tiptoe to a relationship or finding love. So that's why I said it should be taken serious, shouldn't be taken serious. Because in the process of dating, sometimes it might result nothing, and sometimes it gives you what you had in mind before going into that relationship.
Okay, so now with this stats, what we'd say is normally you should date first before you find love, because most times
That's why I use the word friendship.
Okay,
It's an handshake. Hi, pleased to meet you. I'm Candid.
I'm Jerry, Dr. Yesuka.
Okay. We already kind of dating.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Then, with time, we start growing feelings. emotions.
that could lead to falling in love.
You still get attracted to each other. Things he does, his body language, the way he swings his neck, the way he talks, the vocal from his voice, it turns me on and I start feeling something. That's a process. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's true. So, in other words, while dating, we should not be bored. As in, when we're going into dating, we should not be too forward or too inquisitive about getting love at the instant.
Just meet you for the first time and
they're like, I'm in love with you. I love you.
I can imagine how our wedding is going to look like. I'm just meeting you. Yes, I like you. Sometimes it's frustration, not love. Do you understand? Start imagining the kind of children I want to have with you, or the kind of kids and babies I want to have with you. How romantic it's going to look when I kiss him, when I touch him. How good it's going to be on bed. Do you understand? But I think it's a process that should lead you to that phase. So when it has to be doing with dating, I think we shouldn't be too forward. Just take it bit by bit and allow it to play. Allow each other to play his role.
So I want to date now. I should be looking towards what my partner has to offer for us to fall in love.
That's the choice. Some persons just fall in love with anybody, anything.
So no, what I'm trying to do is, sometimes in life you cannot crawl before you walk.
But I've seen babies that don't crawl, they walk.
Than they walk.
Yes.
So in other words, we could not date and fall in love.
Sometimes it happens by magic.
Okay, so now, in other words, there's love at first sight.
Yes, it does exist, sister. It does. You could just see someone and wow.
You're in love with the person.
Seriously?
And you guys are not dating.
Human like this do exist in this world. And the handshake, like
again,
I said, is the first step. So you already dated.
So the handshake is the first step that would lead to.
Or the greeting, like okay.
The handshake would lead to lots of things happening in the dating.
I can see you and like you, and just waving at you. Hello, Jerry. Like, hello, and you have this sight. We have this connection. Something is already flowing. You can't imagine.
Telepathically.
There'll be this, if you're watching a movie, there'll be this slow motion in that particular
That's scene. A movie.
They're just telling you that, okay, a movie is like what ought to have happened in reality.
Oh, reality,
do you understand? Just like the spiritual and the physical when it comes to dream. Do you understand? So, those eyesight you're engaging or exchanging is still a little part of dating. Because it has already sent a signal.
Okay, down there.
Yeah.
That you guys could have something and get something better.
Start flowing in the process. So nothing is stupid. Everything is playing naturally.
But my take most times is love. Why I chose this topic is we really need to understand love, dating and everything. Because most times you see some persons would say they're in love with this person, but they can't give enough to that person, not in terms of financial provision, but in terms of your time you spend, you understand. In the course of the Valentine's period, when we went out to get the note of some persons, there are some persons that will tell you they don't have their loved ones around, but the affection they have for the person, if they don't go out on that day, they know they would still have that connection via making phone calls and try to keep that bond. But you see some persons that would say their loved one is in Port Harcourt and they're in Port Harcourt, but they're thinking about going somewhere else to catch the cruise.
That is
dating on the one side and falling in love on the one side while dating.
How would you say you love someone and you want to go out with someone else?
Okay.
It doesn't make sense. When you love someone or when you're dating someone, You always want to be.
with the person.
Yes.
Sorry to cut you.
Okay.
When you're dating someone and when you love someone, or when you're dating him and you don't love him,
If you're dating, then I'm telling you that dating ought to be serious and not to be serious.
okay.
It's two-sided.
Okay, when it is serious, then the love can start.
That's select passion.
Okay. So, but as at that point now, you can't be without the person.
Love grows, and sometimes it just happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some persons you meet, you don't like them. You don't love them at all. In fact, you can't even.
But you can still date them.
Yes, maybe there's something about them you can't let go. You can't let go.
Something like what? I would love to know.
Maybe most times they're always in your beck and call. You find this particular girl, you don't like her. But whenever you're in trouble, she's always giving you ideas.
Okay.
She's always telling you what to do. And once you apply it, it works. Tell me why you won't love her in the process.
You ought to love her because she's very, very
That's
essential.
what I'm saying, that you don't really like her.
Yes.
But you can't do without her. Okay, fine.
So that means you'll be forced to fall in love with them.
You're not forcing yourself. It will be coming out.
Okay.
It acts like it's, you know, when a gas is on and you put on a lighter, it's going to connect.
Connect, yes, definitely. Too.
Because she gets something out of her.
So it
And
needs to be
eventually
reciprocated.
It's going to trigger something inside of you that will make you to fall in love with her.
So now you're saying in the dating, or you know someone that has been nice to you, it can result to you falling in love with the person.
Yes.
What about, I've seen situations, because in the course of this dating and love, we'll get to ask the doctor segment where we'd have to listen to what other persons will be talking about. But on this episode, we'll not do that. On the next episode, definitely, we'll pick a lot of persons. There are some persons that have been saying they are in a relationship and they love the person, and the person tells them he loves them back. But in terms of actions, it doesn't match the word "I love you."
It's obvious. You should know that the person is using you and not loving you.
Not loving you.
You should know when you're being used and when you're being loved.
So it's sad that
you're just feeling the vacuum of maybe he wants to have sex, or maybe he wants to. Maybe you're beautiful, you have the height, the shape, and the physique. He wants to just flaunt you outside. That doesn't mean he loves you. He just wants to use it to fill that space for that moment. Do you understand? And as for the guy, she doesn't like him too much, but for the fact he's cute, he has the money
to spend on her.
Those girls, the finance, the ego, you understand, very important.
You just made one point that we'll get to when you finish. We talk about
that. Very important. With that money, you can take her anywhere in the world. Not that she likes him. She doesn't even like his look. She doesn't like the way he talks. She doesn't like the way he dresses. She doesn't like the way he acts. But he has the finance that's going to get her that Gucci bag, that shoe, that phone, that iPhone, whatever. Do you understand?
iPhone 20.
And take her to maybe
Maldives,
Canada, Australia, Jamaica, for talk. Do you understand? You'll be like, okay. And whenever you be like, I need a certain finance. You always talk about.
Is that a beck and call?
Yes. And with that, a woman I know will even marry that man, but she doesn't love him. Seriously, to her, he's filling that space. But there's somebody out there that she loves naturally without all those things, without those artificial things, all those money, finance, and stuff.
So we're talking about dating and love, and we made mention of someone falling in love with a different person, getting married to a different person.
Yeah.
Is it possible for someone to fall in love with two persons? Because from what I got, love is supposed to be between two persons. It depends the kind of love we're talking about. If we're talking about the love that comes out of dating from two couples, then it should be between two persons.
There are some persons, how do I say it? In your heart, you feel you don't love them. But there's this notion you get whenever their names are mentioned. And there's some persons that you see them you're obviously showing that your heart in for this person. And these like two different persons we're talking about. Do you understand? Like, how do you get to do it? Like, saying someone yearning for the person at the mention of the person's name and loving the person physically, a different person altogether. Yes, it's possible you can love two persons, but if there's one person is more. Do you understand? It can't be equal. It depends.
It can never be equal. So that means, in other words, you're fooling one.
Shouldn't use the word fooling now.
Because
So I think they will be treated rightly. But there's one that is your favorite.
because the essence of love in dating or finding love in dating, because what we understand now, you could be dating 5 persons, even more than 5 persons. You understand? But you know who you want to fall in love with, and you know who you think you should be falling in love with. So dating comes with different kinds of categories. You understand? I said once it's a threesome or a trinity, then the connection will be very, very hard.
Okay, it's what I want to conclude here is I think we're going to come back next time. It's a beautiful thing to fall in love, and it's another thing to know what you want, what suits you, and what flows for you. Do not love for the wrong reasons, okay? Love for the right reasons, and make sure it's giving you this positive energy when you're loving. That's what I have to say. So you have to love wisely.
Okay, you heard from Candy. She said love wisely, and I think sometimes some are not in love, they are just lost. But on the next episode, definitely we'll go beyond just talking about love, because there are types of loves we have and types of dating we have. So definitely would have to see which category you fall in and which category you think is best for you. On this note, I would love to say do have a lovely time ahead, and I remain Jerry Jamina, aka Dr. Yesuka.
And I'm Candy, aka Sharon Shakes.
Okay.
It's nice having you. And
Till we come again. Do have a lovely day.